Hey guys, Super Silverstone here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be learning how to make a feed command. So in this we're going to be looking at commands and how they're actually made in plugins. So to start, what we're going to do is we're just going to add a new file here, a new Java class, and we're going to call it feed. So feed.java, that's a class we're going to create. And here we're going to start off with our public class feed. So we want to create a feed command. And to make a command, what we first have to do is we have to type in implements, and then we can do command executor, just like that. And so that will import the command executor, and then it will give us our class. However, we want to implement these commands. Now, you can either do these manually. If you check the GitHub below in the link in the description, you can actually copy and paste what I'm about to do here. But if you have autofill and all that, all the right plugins and everything, you should be able to just click implement methods, click OK, and it will give you this startup basically. So it will type in @override, public boolean on command, command sender is sender, command is the command, string is the label, and then string array, string list are the args, or the arguments. And then it will give you this little return false. First thing we want to do is we're going to add a few lines in here, and we're going to make this return false, do return true. So what this does is, this is whether or not like the command actually sends or not. So make sure that you automatically send this to true, or set this to true, just like that. And then once you have this in here, once you change that, we're going to first want to do if command, which is our command that we're actually sending. So if we look up here, we can see the command that we send is the variable command. So we can say command dot get name, or command dot get name, and then we can say dot equals ignore case. So this will ignore the case structure. So if you have it in all caps or lowercase or whatever, and we can put in some quotes because it's a string feed. So this is getting our command name that we send it. And then in here, we want to make sure that only the player can actually send this command. We don't want some other console to send this command. So we can say if sender is instance of player. So basically what this is doing here is this is getting if the sender, which we can look here, the command sender, so this is the person that's writing the command, is stored in the variable sender. So we can say if sender is instance of player, right? Then we can do player is equal to cast of player sender. Now, if you don't know what this is doing, that's okay. But basically what we're doing is we're giving the sender properties. So we're taking the sender value and we're putting it into a player variable instead, because we want some player values that aren't in the sender value. This is done automatically. I forget the name of what this is called, but we're taking the sender values and putting them into the player value so we can get those player values out of it. Because if we did sender dot set food level, that's not as well as doing player dot send food level. It's a lot easier to use player than sender. So we can use player dot set food level, and we're going to set this to 20 because that is the max food level. And then we're actually technically done with our bulk of the command. All right, so that's our command there. And then what we can do is we have to go into our main class and we have to type out some stuff. So in here, what we can do is we can type in get command, and then we can type in our name in a string. So we're going to type in our name, which is feed dot set executor new feed with our feed method. There we go. That's what we got to do, and that will work to register our command. However, there is one more thing we do have to do to actually register our command all the way. So what that is we actually have to go down. If you're in your IntelliJ folder, right, we have our main folder, and then in our main folder we have our Java and our resources. Under Java we have our all of our things for our plugin. However, if you go under resources, you should see plugin.yml. If it is not there under resources, you can click new class file, and you can type in plugin.yml to create another one. That's actually not going to work. It should just be there all the way anyway, if you use the paper and you do it correctly. Oh, if you go in file and you did plugin.yml, it'll work. Okay, so if we go into this, you should see this should already be here. You should not have to create a new file of this. If you do, you have a problem. But it should be here. It'll say you the name of your project, which in my case is plugin tutorial, the version, which is the project version, the main, which is where our files are actually located. If we look here, if we went me.supersilverstone.plugin tutorial, our main class, plugin tutorial, it's right here, and then our API version, which is 1.19. However, we're going to go down a line and we're going to type in commands, put a colon on the end, and then we're going to go down a line, and it should automatically tab forward because this is showing that you're going inside of that commands area, and then we're going to type in our command. In this case, we're going to type in feed, give it a nice colon, because that will be one of our commands, and if you hit tab again, or if you hit enter again, it'll go down another section, and then in here, this is where we're going to type description. So this is a description for our command. What does it do? It feeds the sender. Feeds the command sender. Sure, we'll do that. And then in here, we can also put usage. We can say / command, show that that's how the command is used. And then there's some other things you can use. You can use alias, permission, aliases. I don't think we're going to need any aliases, but that is a way you could do it. We could say hunger we'll use as an alias, and then we'll also use saturation. I don't know. Whatever you want to use there. Doesn't really matter, but that is another option as well. So once you're done with that, go to File, Save. You can close out of that. File, Save All. That should all work. Here we have our public boolean, and we're going to test this in game. So press F5, build your artifact, rebuild, and go into your actual game. So we're going to go in it now. Go into Minecraft Launcher, and we're going to see if this works. Okay, so if we are inside of our world right now, we're in it. This is our plugin testing world. As we know, if we go and we break blocks, you can see the plugin is still enabled, and we can do /reload. This will reload. You might have to use /reload confirm, depending on what version you're on. But what we're going to first do is we're going to type /feed, and you can see the command is there. And then we can go do game mode survival. We can do /effect give super silverstone. We need hunger for 10 seconds with an amplifier of 10. Yeah. Come on. Why isn't this working? Hello? Game. Guess not. Okay, we'll have to do an amplifier of 255. There we go. See? Hunger all the way down. If we do /feed, hunger goes all the way back up. Now, it's kind of hard to tell while that happens, but if the effect is gone, we do /feed, gets us all the way back up. We are done. If you add anything else after, it won't do anything, but /feed is command. We can also use, let me do like 4 seconds, yeah. If we did /hunger, it will also do the same thing. And then if we do what was the other alias we set? /saturation, it will also do the same thing. C /saturation, it will also do the same thing. So that is that's it done. We'll come back to the hunger command in a little bit, in a few episodes, and make some more adjustments to it. And yeah, it's a really cool to make commands. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the bell, turn on those notifications, go down to the comments and leave a comment. I really appreciate you guys supporting me and helping me out. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.